on, Lisa mentioned the excitement of live television. What you have to expect, the unexpected. We're about to start the part of the pageant that brings that home the strongest to me. I'm going to interview each of our semifinalists, which gives our audience here and at home a better chance to know them. During those interviews, our panel will be judging them, of course. On Falcon Crest, I got to put this in. On Falcon Crest, when I ask a question, I know the answer because it's in the script. Right here, anything and everything can happen. So after each interview, the home audience will see the average score given to the contestant. Let's begin our interviews with Miss Wyoming. Miss Wyoming is Emily Ernst. She's 17 years old. She's a senior, and you're going to attend the University of Wyoming.
Possibly, yes. I haven't decided that for sure. I'd like to apply at several colleges.
Do you think you'd know what you're going to major in?
Yes, I'd like to major in something that would allow me to be a guidance counselor or a high school social studies teacher.
A guidance counselor for children?
No, at the high school level.
High school level?
Yes.
That's terrific. It says here that your father, I'm a father. That's what it says right here. It says I'm a father.
You're right.
I read it right.
You're right.
I'm interested and concerned about children. What advice would you give me to help my child grow to be a fully rounded and intelligent, young, smart, sporty human being?
Your child is who you make him. You have the opportunity to mold your child to be whatever he wants, and if you give him love, and if you always treat him with respect, he will treat you with respect and love you, and in that chance, he will love the rest of the world as well.
Thank you, Emily. That was beautiful. Emily Ernst, Miss Wyoming. Jill Hutchinson, ladies and gentlemen, from North Carolina. She's 18. She's a freshman. North Dakota, excuse me, I'm sorry. You're a freshman at North Dakota State. You were planning on studying psychology, but you changed your mind.
Yes, I did.
How come?
I was going to go into child psychology, and then after I attended a few psychology classes, and after falling asleep a few times, I decided that I would like to be a writer and to go into writing.
I understand that you want to write children's books and illustrate children's books?
Yes, like Dr. Seuss, only it'd be me.
Would you ever consider being an artist? I mean, aside from the writing?
No, I really like writing a lot better. Sometimes drawing is hard for me because somebody tells me to draw and I can't. So if I can create my own, then it works.
Right. It's easy to work without pressure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Miss North Dakota, Jill Hutchinson. Excuse me. Thank you, Jill. We'll see Jill's number on the screen at home. Miss Illinois, Lisa Jessup. Lisa is a freshman at Spoon River Community College. You got your graduation gift 3 years early. Would you like to tell everybody what that was?
Yes, I would. When I was a freshman, at the end of my freshman year, my parents, when I was living in St. Louis, my parents enrolled me in a modeling school because they knew I'd always wanted to be a model. They were super. They did this knowing that we're moving to Macomb, Illinois a week later. Macomb is 4 hours away from St. Louis.
So that meant time in the car. But what was the problem? What was the situation that caused a little bit of heartache?
Well, it was far away. But the biggest obstacle was that there were 3 bridges on the way to St. Louis. My mom is absolutely terrified of heights. And every time she got over the bridge, she would just literally freeze at the wheel. So I ended up having to coax her over the bridge.
How did you do that?
I reminded her of the little engine that could. I kept saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, until she was over the bridge.
That's a great story. Thank you, Lisa. Miss Illinois. Let's see what Lisa's score is on the television screen. Shall we talk to Miss Arkansas? Her name is Rhonda Heird. She's a senior in high school. Do you plan on furthering your education? And if you do, what would you go into?
I'd like to attend the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville and major in business management, move to Dallas, and open a boutique.
A boutique? Mm-hmm. For women's clothes, women's and men's clothes? What would you do?
Women's.
Women's clothes? Okay, say a lady comes in the store, okay, and she tries on a dress, and it doesn't really look too terrific on her, but you know that she likes it. How would you get her out of buying that dress and perhaps buying something that looks a little better on her?
I would suggest that I had something that would look better to suit her figure, make her appear better to everybody else.
Maybe give her a couple more choices to look at. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rhonda Heird, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see Rhonda's score. Let's talk to Miss Georgia, Meredith Brown. Meredith is a high school sophomore. You have a fan club out there, huh?
Yes, I do. It's my whole family is here visiting to see me do well.
Where do you live in Georgia?
I live in Atlanta, and about 20 minutes from the city.
I understand that you are the lady of the house. In other words, you do most of the housework and the cooking, and do you have a special kind of dish that you cook? What kind of food?
I enjoy Chinese food. We eat Chinese food about 3 times a week, and I like to make chicken chow mein, and I just really...
Have you ever had a flop in the kitchen, like something that just went bananas and there's no way to save it?
Yes, I have a younger brother who's 6, and I always make his birthday cakes. Well, on his 6th birthday, I was making his birthday cake, and the cake didn't rise. So I had to run to the store and get a Betty Crocker cake mix, and so he didn't know the difference. It was good.
Let me ask you something, okay, Meredith, and don't think that I'm being, weird or anything, but did you remember to turn on the oven?
Yes, I did. I used the wrong flour.
That'll do it. Wrong flour, flat cakes every time. Thank you, Meredith. Miss Georgia.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we've talked with our first 5 semifinalists for the title of Miss Teen USA 1985.